Welcome back to our channel. So this is CS Shilpi Periwal, and on this channel we make videos for CA, CS, CMA students. Subject related videos, tips, tricks, and also about the latest notifications. So do not forget to subscribe to our channel and make sure that you hit the bell icon so that you continue to receive our latest notifications. This video is for those of you who feel that can a teacher really help me clear my CACS CMA exams? Are you confused if a coaching academy can be very helpful for you to clear your exams? Then this video is for you. See, what is the role of a teacher? The teacher's role is not to push down things down your throat, okay? A teacher can only help you. She or he can teach you, right? They can teach you, help you, guide you, motivate you, but ultimately you are on your own in this life. See, for all the CACS CMA students, you can do two things for your exams. Either you can choose self-studies or you can choose to go with a coaching institute or an individual teacher, whatever it is. If you're doing self-study, is it possible to clear exams? Yes, it is possible. There is no issues if you want to go for self-study. All right. Only thing that you need to keep in mind if you're choosing self-study is that you should be extremely disciplined, self-motivated, because it's a very lonely journey. And since it's a distance learning course, the CACS, CMA courses, they're very, very like, it's a lonely journey. If you don't have your group of friends, you're not going out to any coaching institute, you're not meeting people. In case you are doing this full time and you're not in a college, even if you go to college, your friends would be probably, if just doing BCom, then they would not really be motivating you for this. They would be mostly chilling out after college in case they're not doing any professional courses. But for you, you need to do your BCom as well as study for your professional course. There is no help. So if you do not want this to be a lonely journey, then, you can consider coaching. Another thing, if you feel that, coaching is going to be a little unaffordable, or for whatever reasons you don't want to take up coaching, continue with your self-study. But there are some subjects which I strongly believe is a little technical and you cannot really understand it by on your own. Of course, you can take help of YouTube videos or do some extra reading. If you can do that, of course, it's possible. Do go for this thing. But if you're doing self-study, at least make sure that you enroll for a test batch with someone so that, whatever you are writing, see, MCQ papers or questions which have proper answers, that you can understand, you can give the exam and then check the answer keys and you know how much you have scored. But with descriptive answers, that's not the case. If you write something, you might feel that you have written it correctly, it's fine. But actually your writing skills might be like your grammar might be missing, it might not be to the point, your presentation is not proper, it's not clear. So it's always advisable that at least enroll for a coaching academy for a test batch so that you can get an honest and critical opinion about your writing style, about how you're presenting your answers. And it gives a different level of confidence. It really gives you that confidence if you're able to write the exam, face an exam like environment, and have a person who can check it for you and give it to you. So do consider enrolling for a test batch. If you feel like you have this issues with motivation, discipline, then a lot of coaching academies even offer their mentorship batches. So enroll for someone with that mentorship batch also. That can be very helpful. Okay. Now coming back to if you have decided to go for a coaching institute, right? Say you have decided that, yes, I'll join a coaching academy or a teacher. You could have opted for a face-to-face batch or an online live batch or a recorded batch. Whatever you have chosen, ultimately remember one thing. It is you who has to study. What will the teacher do? The teacher will come, teach the subject very well according to his or her own style, and then you are on your own. A teacher cannot be making sure that you're actually attentive, you're actually listening. See, we as teachers, most of the time, by just looking at the student's eyes, if it's a face-to-face batch, we can make out if the student has understood or whether he's attentive or not. And I think all the teachers can vouch for this, that yes, just by looking at the student, they can understand. Even if the student is nodding his head that he or she has understood, just by looking at them, we can understand that no, that person has not understood. And then what we would do is we would ask a question to that person, and then or say, have you really understood? That person would say like no, and then you would re-explain again. So this is possible for a face-to-face batch, but not for online or recorded batches. So what is very important is for you to understand that you have to be you have to speak up. If it's a face to face batch, you have to tell your teacher, tell your person concerned that I did not understand this, could you please explain it to me again? Trust me, everyone is more than happy to explain it to you once again. If it's a recorded or online batch, I'm sure that they would have some doubt support facility. If you're not able to understand, make use of that. Do not shy away thinking that people would think that what kind of a fool I am. I have not understood the subject. Should I even talk about it? Please don't make all these mistakes, right? Another thing which I would want to tell you is that, see, when you are going to understand which coaching academy or which teacher you're going to join, try to at least take a demo class, or else at least watch some videos of that concerned faculty. This is done so that you get a flavor of his or her teaching style, and you can actually understand whether you are comfortable with his or her style or not, right? All the teachers are good, okay? All of them may take their best effort, and I have a lot of respect for all the teachers and mentors out there. But we are human beings. Someone's style might not gel with us a lot. What is our expectations might not be matched with that faculty. So it's always advisable if you get a flavor of the faculty before enrolling for the complete classes with him or her. Another thing is that, see, do not play this blame game. Okay, do not play this blame game that no, only this teacher is good, only this teacher is good, only this teacher is not good. It is to each his or own, right? There are people who are more comfortable with studying in smaller batches than bigger batches. There are people who are more comfortable when the faculty is really energetic, shouting at the top of his or her voice. And then there are people who are actually like it when the faculty has a soft tone, sober tone, and is very clear and crisp with their explanation. Some people like more of entertainment in the class. In fact, a lot of teachers have become like entertainers, I would say. Some of them like more of entertainment. Some of them do not like this here and there gossip. They just want like, teach me the crisp point, give me the practical life issues, and I'm good with it. So it really depends on what kind of a teacher would go for you, right? Now, see, whatever you do, whatever the teacher does, the teacher can make sure that you are attending the class, you are studying, the teacher can teach you well, the teacher can take exams, the teacher can give you notes, study material, everything. But ultimately, the results will come only if you study. And I'm making this very, very clear. Do not get over dependent on the teachers or the coaching academies. It's not worth it. Because due to, I think, competition, all the coaching academies have become like, they are literally spoon feeding the students. They're literally putting everything down the throat of the students. They are giving study materials, they are giving revision books, they are giving colorful charts, question banks, they are putting tests. They are like literally pushing down everything down the throat of the students. But I feel it's not a correct way, because you people are becoming lazier and lazier because of it, day by day. That enthusiasm to do some research, to actually take down your own notes, to be self motivated, try to make some charts on your own, try to writing answers on your own, all that thing is getting lost, because you have this attitude of, all right, I have paid the fees, everything will come to me, and that's all. That's not how it works. If this is your attitude, then trust me, later in life also you will have issues, because you don't want to take responsibility. You feel there will be some godfather, godmother who will do everything for you, and that's all. Boom, you will write the exams and you'll get amazing results. That's not how it happens. In fact, I generally do not like to overfeed or spoon feed my students or my kids, because I feel like they need to learn to do certain things on their own. Yes, we give study materials. Yes, we give question banks. We give revision material also, but not right now. I make them write down the notes in the class. We do not give the revision material right at the starting, because the general attitude is that everything is written, no, we just have to study from this. And then you keep on procrastinating, you keep on postponing things. See, the study material or the colorful charts are the same thing for everyone. But your handwritten notes is the only thing which sets you apart. When you read that handwritten note before the exam, the comfort that is there, that yes, I have studied it, I have read it. Plus, when we are writing things, no, the things actually goes to our brain better. Trust me on that. So do write handwritten notes. I'm going to come out with 3 quick tips for you. Even if you have joined a coaching academy, which is amazing, I still feel if you do not do these 3 things, it's very difficult to clear the exams. What are those 3 things? Point number 1, be attentive. Be really, really attentive in your face-to-face class or an online batch or a recorded batch. All right. You have to be really attentive. Try to grasp the things then and there. Don't think that just by sitting in the class, it's enough. No, it's not enough. Correct. Second thing that you have to make sure that you do is come well rested to the class, to make sure, like, I'm sorry, this is the first point only. To make sure that you are attentive in the class, you have to be well rested. Do not come tired to the class. Do not watch the recorded lectures lying down on the bed, and when you are lazy, when you're tired, nothing goes to the brain in that. So be attentive. Second thing that you have to do is that before you come for the next class, you have to make sure that you revise what was done in the previous class. The best way is to do it within the next 12 to 24 hours of you studying that topic. So whatever has been taught, go home. If the class was of say 2 hours, 3 hours, spend at least 15-20 minutes going through the topics that has been taught to you. That's very important. That will make sure that you are revising things simultaneously also, right? And the next topic will be much clear to you. So make sure that you do this part before attending the next class. Read, revise whatever has been taught. That is super important. Now, another thing is that if you totally depend on the study material, supposing say a study material has been given to you from an academy, you go through that entire study material. At least for revision time, my earnest request is to just open the ICSI, CA or CMA study material, open it and just give it a glance for that chapter. Whether all the things that you have studied in that study material or the question bank is being there in that study module or not. Because sometimes say study module might have 20 points and only 60 to 70% has been covered in the study material of your coaching academy. That time what happens is you might miss out on certain topics which has not been covered, and if that comes in the exam, you're in for a soup. You might think, oh my god, this was not even there in the syllabus. It was there in the syllabus. Everything will come from the module only. Ultimately, everything comes from the module. So just give a brief check to that study module after you're done with that chapter, your ICSS study module. Just check that, yes, okay, all these topics, I've studied all these topics, I'm done and dusted for the day. This second point is very, very important, right? Apart from that, another thing which I wanted to tell you was take down your handwritten notes. Very important. Whatever you write is something which will give you that confidence. Okay. Make a study routine, guys. Make a serious study routine that this is what you are going to complete. Manage your time effectively. Don't just completely rely on the coaching academy that it's their duty to finish the syllabus. Once they finish everything, then I will start my revision, then they will conduct my tests. No. In the process of you learning with the coaching academy, while they are finishing their classes, you also start your self-study and revision in the same time. Why do you wait for all the classes to get finished and then you would start your self-study? It doesn't work out like that. CACS CMA syllabus is so humongous, it does not work that way. That if you think that the entire chapters get over, all the classes will get over, then I will start studying. By the time, if you start studying like that, no, you would have forgotten what was explained in the classes. Trust me on that. So start your self-studies along with your coaching academy or along with your classes, however it is going. so that if there is any doubts also you can ask, right? So make sure to follow all these 3 tips, and then trust me, with the help, with the support of the coaching academy, you can do wonders. It's the same coaching academy which gives an AIR 1 also, and it's the same coaching academy in which hundreds of students fail also. So it's never the coaching academy which can take the credit or the discredit. It's always you. Coaching academies are just there to help you, just to give that little bit of push. In fact, in our scriptures also, it was written that Guru's role is to show the light on the path. Ultimately, you have to walk that path. So listen to your heart and go for this thing. Whatever you have chosen, self-study or a coaching academy, I'm sure that these points are going to help you. If you found this video useful, do not forget to like and share it with your friends. Thank you so much.